Welcome back to Gray Squadron Gaming. We have another exciting episode, our new Legion, episode 6, Return of the Shadow Collective.
It's almost sad to not be in the hundreds of episodes.
It sounds weird.
But
I think we'll continue the season kind of trend moving forward. Maybe reset the numbers occasionally so it doesn't get so big. But it looked good for a while there. But anyways, we told our patrons or asked them a question in our Discord.
We told them.
We told them. We told those people. Thank you is what we told them. No. We asked the patrons, and I asked all of our patrons, no matter what level you were, hey, in our Discord, what two factions do you want us to go at?
Battle forces.
And I gave them a list of, I don't remember, 5 or 6. And overwhelmingly, the first one is Tempest, which, spoiler, you'll see Don's list here in a second. He's got the Tempest Force. And then the one that came in second place was Shadow Collective. So therefore, we gotta give people what they want.
It's true.
I'm running Shadow. We got Gar Saxon. And I went with a little bit different build out. I didn't go with a sniper, which I usually depend on with him. But I wanted to go a little different. Gar Saxon with up close and personal, his jetpack rockets, his flame projector, situation awareness, and his shield, of course. So no sniper in this one, because I figure the new rules, you like to get in it a little bit more.
Or you mean you figured that you were playing against Tempest Force and there was going to be a lot of armor?
No.
Convenient indeed, sir.
If I would have done that, wouldn't I have brought the sniper over the flamethrower?
Convenient.
What does the flamethrower do? Anyways,
Indeed.
we got a capo with portable scanners. I've got 3 pikes with just the disruptor. Very standard pike build. I have almost a standard Black Sun build. 2 of them, each with the Black Sun and the Magnet. No grenades though. No surge crit for them. I didn't have the points because I also have 3 units of Super Commandos. 2 have the Gunslinger, the Super Commando shield, and the rockets, and 1 has the Marksman with the rockets and the shield. And lastly, but not least, the first time I think on the channel with the new rules, which is kind of crazy, is the A5 speeder bus. I got the quad laser and the frenzied gunner, so offensive version, if you will.
Ooh.
That brought me in $9.99 or $1,000, right around there. Something close to that.
The points don't matter anymore.
They're all made up. But I did mention we asked our patrons this, so it'd be amiss not to shout out to all the patrons. Thank you guys so much for being patrons. We really appreciate it. If you'd like some info about what it is a Patreon, there's a link down below. Different tiers get different rewards and goodies and different accesses to videos and Discord chats and much, much more. But special thanks to our commanders.
Huge thanks to our commanders, Jamal Awahadi, Alex Bingham, Paul Jorgensen, Just David, Archon Dan, Michael Hume, Evan Christensen, Jacob Blecka, Thunderbound, Tyrell Pohl, Playing with Karma, Papa Heavy, Ethan Mills, Too High to Die, Jay Troll, Thomas Trotman, Gregory Williams, Eli Arthur and Walden Kaywood, Anthony Munombo, Flowbit, Anthony Hosking, Ethan McKinney, Grant Sonier, Sozo, Grimoire Gamer, Jabber75, Big Woody, James Cox, Martin, Stan Parks, and, of course, Kakuja11111. I really hope you stay as a Patreon for a long time, buddy, because I really like finishing with that 11111.
And because Don's playing the favorite parent, I love you all equally.
I love you all equally, but I just like 111. So next time, if you want to join Patreon, just put end your thing with 1111, and we'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Everyone's name's 1111. Okay, so let's go look at Don's Tempest Force.
All right, and the big request for Tempest was triple ATST, so I had to do it. This is actually my first time running the triple ATST variant.
I thought you did it the very first time, no?
I don't think so.
Oh. I think he has. Fact check us below.
We'll see. We'll see. I could have, but I think I always went with 2. But anyway, it's Major Marquard, and then 2 ATSTs, both are kitted out with the Hammer's Pilot, Linked Targeting Array, and the Twin Light Blaster. 2 units of Scout Troopers, both with emergency transponders, targeting scopes, and the sniper. 3 speeder bikes naked, and 1 unit of Stormtroopers with a repair droid. That brought me in, I think, at also some number near 1,000. I don't remember what it was, but it doesn't matter. We're going to roll dice to see who's red blue anyway.
I just feel like there's not a lot of models on the side of the board.
Not a lot of models at all.
It looks weird for a 1,000-point game.
It feels very small, but we'll see what happens.
Let's do it. As you can see, here's one of the giveaways, but we're not there yet. First, we got to do the Flipper Pass, the new age Flipper Pass. It's got give me a more we always did a very old school Flipper Pass jingle. Give me a new Flipper Pass jingle.
I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. I can't.
Can't do on the spot?
That's not coming to me on the spot. I like that he's dancing right now. You can't see it on camera. He's dancing. We'll come back to it.
FLIP Flipper Pass.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
So Don... You should see his face, guys. Yeah. 2 hits in a surge, no crits, so it goes to hit. So he's got 2 hits. I rolled just 5 hits, so no crits.
Black dice really love you in this new Legion.
The hits beat his hits, so I will be blue player to start. I mean, obviously that's one of the things we can do to it is take blue player. So here's where we're at first. I flipped closed pocket, and he flipped mark target. He's got advanced intel, and I've got cunning deployment. And one more time, rewind it back. So here's how it goes. I have one of a certain amount of actions I can do. I can either have myself pull from my stack here a new main, a new secondary. I can pull my own new advantage. I can make him pull an advantage to cover his up, or I can simply pass. Those are my options. Red player is the same option, except for they can take blue. They can become blue. It's their only other option. So for my first one, I think I'm going to go to my stack here, and I'm going to say, you know, I guess that breakthrough. We haven't played that one yet.
We haven't. How strange.
Which is good because
indeed.
we just played that one.
Because I'm going to flip mark targets because we played that, and we're going to bring somebody to heal.
Yeah, definitely. That will be if we play these. That's going to be all 6 games with all 6 ones. So I think that was 100% not staged there.
Not staged at all in any way.
No,
shape,
so
or
I don't think you guys will think so either. But that's fine. The good thing is the advantage is. Well, you get to start with a pass token. I don't like that. Why don't you flip a new one there?
Okay.
Yeah, just flip a new one. Strafing
run. Let's flip yours. You want to flip mine?
You don't want me to have
yours.
3 dodge tokens to
No,
start?
I don't want you to do
That seems bad with Mandos. I got 2 things in here, guys. We've got one I get a pass token, and one I get a sweet bombing on those ATSs.
You son of a...
That's what we were looking for. Granted, last time I did this, I rolled 0 damage at all with it.
Oh, I'm sure this time it'll
seems
be
like a good
different.
one. So this is really good against armor, obviously. He's got a few of that. And that's really good against units. I've got a few of that. So we've got a chance, and especially with this, once you panic an enemy unit, you instantly get that. And if you have everyone with the suppression, you get this too. So this could be very helpful for you.
It's very true.
So we're going to play Breakthrough. This one's a little different than the old Breakthrough. It's not just getting to the other side of the board. Here, let me find the map. There it is. Okay, that goes there. Remember, when you're flipping these, you pull this right from the objective, not its own thing. So that's the setup. As you can see, 2 POI start in my zone, 2 start in his zone, because starting the second round during the end phase, players score 1 VP for each checkpoint within friendly territory that is not contested by an enemy unit. So it's not secure, that's contested. So if he's within half range of those, I don't get to score him. Additionally, players score 2 VPs for each checkpoint within enemy territory that they secure. So if he was to come into my zone and secure this, because I'm blue, if he comes down here and secures this, he's going to get 2. If he's down here contesting it, he's stopping me from getting a point. So either way, it's good. So you really want to kind of push that advantage a little bit, but also defend your own. You don't want people around there. You want them to shoot, you know?
Shoot.
Yeah, just shoot. Okay, so let's... Oh, and then bring them to heal. I mentioned this. This is they have 2 ways to get. Once per round, per player. So it's once per round per player. When a unit gets suppression tokens, the opposing player may mark one of the unmarked squares. So they can only mark the squares once. There's only 2 squares we each have chance. One is if you panicked enemy unit. Are they panicked? Boom, you get it.
2 victory points.
Yep, 2 victory points. And are all units that can gain suppression tokens have at least 1 or more suppression tokens? Boom. I feel like in the later rounds that might be easy against your list because you don't have a lot of people who can get them.
That's true. I have 3 total units.
It's as long as I can shoot 3, I can get 2 victory points.
Yes.
That seems pretty good. And once again, this is when a unit gains suppression, you do this check. So it's not like at the end of the round or anything. It's just right when you give suppression, you do this check. So I feel like these 4, at least 2 of the 4, are pretty easy to get. But that's 4 victory points out of the needed 12 that you could swing from that one. So that's a pretty good secondary if you're looking to build those points quickly. Also, this is from J Squared. This is a new board. You'll put your player cards here, which you'll see when we start filming. Down here go your main objective and secondary objective. The nice mat. You have a nice built-in slide counter for the rounds. Down here is your advantages, as you guys saw us play. These are your VP trackers, which they come in blue and red. These are handy because they snap out, or they just come out, I should say. They don't snap. And then you just put them back in, and you go. And then we'll send you guys a couple of these. We'll send 2 of each color, just in case, you know, your
Just
kid
in
or your
case
dog gets one.
You drop it when you pick it up, like Joe did, and he just goes and grabs a different red one.
It didn't happen.
A second
I
ago.
don't know
It
what he's
didn't
talking
happen.
about.
It's fine.
Let's look at the lovely giveaway still going from the cup. The cup's towards its end. If you haven't got a chance, I know they're the original rules, but there's been some good games in that cup.
Yeah,
You should go watch those. Also, if anyone in this, Don laughed, I did it, wanted to see our basement, my basement, has asked me many times, you should go check the very end, at least, of the SharePoint video, the last 7-8 minutes of the SharePoint video. You get a good treat. I won't spoil it for you what it is, and then you get a basement tour. So go check that out if you get a chance. And the giveaway we got going on still is this awesome looking bumper from Will Chick over at AMG gave us this to give away to one of you guys. It is the new Riot Squad and Sleeper Cell unit artwork, which looks amazing. That will be given away to one grand prize winner, if you will. We have a whole bunch of other giveaways. Inferno Squad, ID Seeker Droid, foil Dooku card, foil Eigen card, the Geonosins, hard plastic Droidicas, Embark Speeder, double-sided Snow Troopers, Fleet Troopers, double-sided Short Troopers and Vets. This is another hard plastic, and then the soft one. B1 Battle Droids. I also have a couple bags of the awesome mirrored acrylic tokens from Curled Paw. Check those out as well. If you haven't got a chance, Get the Games is our local game store where we buy 99% of the stuff we play with from. You should check them out. There's a discount code below. They ship everywhere, and they have some awesome stuff. With that, let's go look at the board. Welcome to round one, where I went with Discretion. This one is you must nominate a mercenary unit. When issuing orders to this card, you may issue up to 3 for your orders. For each you do, you get an extra dodge token at someone in range 1 to 3. Luckily, when you start off the board, everyone's within range of everyone else, so I gave it to all 3 of my regular Mandalorians. That was fun. He went with Armored Cavalries. As you can see, all his cards got updated. When another friendly vehicle begins its activation at range 1 of a friendly major marker, this round, it may choose one of the following. It may gain its front arc or undeployed. It may get, excuse me, if it's in its front arc or undeployed, it gains a dodge, so just dodges, I guess, huh? It is his side arc, it may gain an aim, and if it's in his rear arc, it may perform a speed 1 move. So all the dodges, I'm assuming, over there?
I mean, that doesn't happen until they deploy, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. Dude, there's my guys. As you can see, all their tokens out. Gave dodges. He went ahead off the board and aided over to here, which gave him suppression. This is the board setup for today. Blippy's back. Hashtag, if you remember Blippy. 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 There's a story behind that, but I'll let that. You guys go find the answer for that somewhere.
Go watch through 100+ videos and see if you can find
Most
where
of the
Blippy
terrain
comes
on this
from.
map is from our good friends at Legion Train. The TIE Fighter is not. Blippy is not. And this fell over. Boop. And then, let's see. Star Tours is definitely not. And don't adjust your dials.
Oh my gosh!
There's
two
two now.
Star Tours.
I finally was able to hunt down a second one. And so there's another Star Tour. So I want to do kind of like a Imperial kind of landing zone area in the forest. So Star Tours aren't from him either, but the satellite, everything else, the scatter, the little mounds, the bunker in the middle, this tower, everything else is from Legion Train. Check it out. Also, for you Eagle Eyes, this is a brand new map from Gray Matter Gaming. It is called Autumn something. Now I'm blanking.
I don't remember, but I remember it sounded like a street name.
Autumn Prairie.
Autumn Prairie, that's
Autumn
right.
Prairie, that's what it was. It's a really cool mat. It's another foresty kind of mat with lots of greens and hues. And it's got, if you look really close, we got just a little bit of flora in there too, which is really nice. You can kind of get some colors.
Pops of color.
Yeah, so I really like this mat, especially from, this is kind of bird's eye view of it. It looks really good. It has some lights and dark areas, so check them out.
And Gray Matter Gaming really kills it with some of these mats.
Yeah, I really, really enjoy them. Thank you, guys. This is the POIs from Curled Paw. They are the acrylic ones, which John doesn't have any left out, so I'll show you here. Sure. You have one? Cool, let me see once I
Gotta
show.
catch them all.
Yeah, kind of. So these are nice, thick acrylic, painted on one side. We do have discount codes for Curled Paw. That's their newest item. Speaking of Curled Paw, these are all the Curled Paw tokens, besides a couple cardboards I have in here. Everything else is from Curled Paw. These are some of the mirrored ones that we've given out over time. And this is a J-squared holder, which holds this. This is a J-squared holder, but I'm going to tell you guys, this is an old J-squared holder. I shouldn't even be showing it anymore because it's so different now. What they did was we made it a little bit bigger. So in this slot right here, there's a nice handy half-range ruler that looks just like this, that you'll be able to use your thumb to reach in here, and it will just pull right out.
And oh my gosh, it comes with it.
Yeah, the range ruler and the silhouettes come with it as well, so you get that too. If you just want some range rulers, they sell that separately. They sell holders, the dashboards from them. Check them all out. I think that's everything I needed to talk about. Now we get to the point in the match where we just start deploying things, or I should say moving on to our friendly territory. Remember, this is my friendly, that's my other friendly, there's his friendly, and his other friendly is by this tower. Interesting placement for that one. Yeah. No, neither of us have prepositions or anything else that happened during the setup phase, except for I did announce that this unit is the transport unit, which means they got an order, which means technically, I guess, they don't get the independent aim.
Ain't no independent aim.
No independent aim if they get an order. That's how this works, guys. Come on. Professionals here. Light cover is going to be all of our scatter train. You see these little boxes lying around here. It's also going to be like this log, that stump, and yeah, everything else is heavy. The ladders, we do have a couple ladders on the board just to make it easy access for people without jump. Otherwise, I'd have a little bit of advantage with all my jumpy units. So if you end your move touching this, you may come up to the top touching it for free. That's just how we do it to make some of the higher vantage point maps good. You notice there's another ladder built in here. Takes you to here. That's another spot you can do it with, just so you know. We will play 3 pips. Let's roll the chance cube. You know what they say? Red, the boy. Blue,
His mother.
his mother. Don, why don't you roll it off live for us? I don't think we've ever rolled the chance cube live. Blue, it's me.
It's you.
I don't want it.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, let's get started. Went to my stack. Pulled a core. We're going to go with the yellow and green pikes. I kind of call them my Aztec unit because that's kind of the colors. I tried to base them off a little bit with the copper and such. So they'll come on. No one on my side, unfortunately. No one has scouts or infiltrator for position. I do have one unit with transport because of my lovely bus, but that's his first move. You know what I think he's gonna do for his second move down? I think he's just gonna kind of move on up.
I think actions are the words you're looking for, not moves.
Well, he's moving for his second action, I should say.
There you go.
But he's still moving.
Sure.
So we'll come about there. I'll Rico here. They do have 2 dodges because they aid, and they're just gonna chill there now.
Sounds great. All right, go to the stack here. It's a core. We're gonna go with our stormtroopers here. They're gonna
You just plopped them.
they're just gonna plop out here.
Some people are gentle with their minis. That people.
Why would you want to do that? So we're gonna pop over here. They're gonna take a dodge, and that's gonna be them.
First action move on the board. Second action to dodge. Just remember, for people who are new or this is your first time seeing Legion, 2.6, new Legion, whatever you want to call it, is your first action, unless you have Scout, Infiltrator for Precision, is going to be to move onto the board at your speed. And then the second action was a dodge. Going to my stack, we've got another core. Not too surprising when you bring 5 of them. We'll go with the Black Sun that's not quote-unquote transport at the moment. So they're Vigo.
Untransported Black Sun.
So if you guys don't know, transport raids, during set phase, you pick a unit that you wish to transport, and you issue them an order. So I issued my Black Sun an order. Now, if he comes deployed after this guy's out, you can transport him up and deploy him that way, and I'll show you how that works. If not, you just put him out normally. So you get that choice, but you kind of declare what unit is transported in the setup phase. Now that I took too long to explain that, let's move these guys up.
Double movement to Black Sun?
Double movement, kind of hiding in the little shadow of this bunker a little bit, and they're just going to chill there. They're just going to have a good little chill.
Yes, and for those wondering, for the Tempest Battle Force, you get to pick either one of your special forces or one of your supports, and you basically can give them old school infiltrate, where they can just deploy at range or beyond range 2 of an enemy unit. But I didn't do that because everything I have is so squishy.
As you can see, Don's already ready for his Scout 3.
Going over here, we have our scouts. We will scout them out. We're just going to end up right here so that they're contesting this point. If Joe gets nutty and moves crazily to try to...
He really wants to make sure I can't go over there and steal that point. Or not steal it, but at least stop him from scoring.
So we'll pop those guys out right there. That is a scout move, so it does not count as either of their actions.
That's 2 more actions, man.
They're going to just dodge and stand by back there.
Oh, okay. Not exciting, but defensive, I appreciate.
I thought about walking up and flank-shotting at our Black Sun friends there. That would leave me kind of hanging out right here, and you can just deploy and blow them up, and that would be a bad use of my scouts, so I'm not going to do that.
Also, as a point of learning here, Don has 9 acts, I have 11 acts. When you check at the start of the round for the pass token mechanic, you have to check I have 11, he has 9, that's 2 more. When you have 2 or greater, you get a pass token. So if I had 3, he'd get 2 pass tokens, 4, he'd get 3 pass tokens.
I think this is the first time.
So this is the first time that we finally got to give it out without like an ability or something like that. This is 6. You just weren't in the 5th.
Yeah.
You're the 4th episode. That's why you're confused. But that's okay. So yeah, so he'll get a pass token he can use at any point now to just make me go again like before. But that's kind of nice. Okay, I'm going to my stack a Super Commando unit, so we're going to go ahead, and they have Speed 3, not Scout 3 like his loveliness, but we've still got a nice Speed 3, so we'll come up to here with our first action. In our second action, there's obviously nothing to shoot at range 2. I don't want to use my rockets yet. I think we'll just jump up on here, and I can do the correct way if that really matters to some, like reason to go like this to get there, because you can't overhang. That's a whole different thing, which we don't really abide by yet, but just wanted to show how that looks. So yeah, we're going to jump up here like so, nuzzling up to this right there, and we'll take their dodge and aim that they got from their cards and just chill up there.
Sounds great. So I decided to pass. So it's back to Joe, who's getting the commander.
I'm going to go take the Pike Capo. He needs to come up here and chill with his buddies here. So he'll move up 1 to there. And then for fun, I will use my portable scanners I did give him. And I'll give a dodge to these guys. Since I can't eat them, I can still make them take cover.
Sure. I go to my stack. It is our first unit of speeder bites. We'll go over here. Not that I've been pre-measuring anything. Every vehicle in my unit has Scout 2, so they will scout themselves out right here.
That does make this quite a nice force with that.
It's kind of nice for this deployment with Scout. We will then use their compulse to end up here. And then we will take an aim and shoot into these lovely foils right here.
Okay. Defensively, I'm going to have heavy cover, 2 shields, and a dodge token. He's going to have a double rainbow surge to hit with an aim.
Double rainbow surge to hit with an aim. It's a solid start. We'll take the aim. We'll convert. You have 3 for cover to roll with.
Cover, roll white dice. If it's heavy, you check any paint. If it's light, you only remove on blocks. So I'm going to be rolling 3. Nothing.
All right, so all 6. You have a dodge.
I'm going to spend everything.
3 going away.
That monster roll and my poor cover roll did not help matters here, guys. Let's see how bad this is going to hurt. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. We're
Didn't
good.
hurt at all. Awesome.
I mean, you choke and killed me, which is pretty good on its own.
That's something, I guess.
Okay, as you can see, I've already measured something here. So his first move on the board is a speed 1. He's coming up onto his edge, angling this way, right? Before or after my move, I'm allowed to reposition. So I will reposition just slightly like there. And then now at this point, if I wanted to let my transport unit get off this thing and, you know, do something.
Do the transport thing.
So what I do is I take their speed, right?
Speed 2. No, it's a speed 1 move.
Speed 1 still, right? Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. But now you don't touch it to the unit, you touch it to the base with 2 prongs, such as this. Then you put them where you want to put them. So we'll say we'll put them like there.
Sounds great. Sounds great. I like it.
I'll reco here in just a second. And then my second action with them is I could shoot the 2 of the guys I can see, but they have low profile and I don't have an aim right now. I don't think it's going to do much. So I think what I'd rather do...
That's not the speed that moves.
What I'd rather do is... we want to make everything move speed 2. We'll come up like this.
Okay. Oh my god, you just ran over that black sun.
No, he's fine.
He's dead.
So we'll have it come like this so he's not touched. Then I'm going to slightly reposition to about there.
Sure.
So I'm almost touching my black sun, but not quite. And then I will recover my black sun, and that's his turn.
Okay. I could trigger the standby on this for these guys. I'm not going to. There's not really an advantage to doing that. So
He went to his stack, or
I
actually
didn't go to my stack. I'm going
orders.
to one of my ATSDs now. He brought a big scary thing close to my guys, so I'm not liking it. So ATSDs in this Battle Force, they get scout. So when they scout, and then when they have a fun thing now from the command card, they get a free dodge because it's when deployed. They get the dodge because Marquand is still undeployed. So that was the scout. We're going to do a move.
No aim?
I have an aim from linked targeting.
Oh, there you go. He's got an aim.
So we're going to move. We'll get up in their business. We're also going to be close to our POI for next round for scoring purposes. And then we'll dump everything we've got into those black suns and see if we can't get rid of a couple.
So that's a menacing looking shot right there.
All right, we got a triple rainbow surge to hit with an aim into heavy cover black suns. That's another great start there. We'll spend the aim on these 2.
Wow, almost 2 perfect rolls to start the game. That feels good.
Not going to hate on that at all.
Luckily, it's all hits. Maybe cover at least for me.
There's a good amount of cover here coming for you. So it's 8.
6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. I'll be checking 8 white dice here because it's 8 and they're all hits, and I have heavy cover. So any paint, I will then remove said hits.
That 1, 2.
That's
so 6.
That's unfortunate. It's old heavy cover then at that point. I was hoping to get a little bit better than 2. But you know, it's cool. It happens.
So red defense dice with 1 surge token for the black sun.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. He can't see my whole unit, so even if I roll poorly here, he's not wiping them. But we will lose 2 after I spend my surge token.
Alrighty.
Go to my stack. We've got a core. And this core is going to be the pikes. It's the only one that's not already on the board and doesn't have a lovely order token already. And it's going to be these guys here. I need to double check. This will keep them within range 3 of their commander for the courage bubble. And this also keeps them within a contest range at that point, just to make sure. So we'll move up to there. We'll get their dodge from independent. And then we're going to shoot all our guns because we're within range 3 of that ATSD into him. And see if we get lucky.
That's hidden over here.
Regular pikes, 1 black each. Disruptors, 2 blacks, a red, impact 1. So we do have a little bit of impact against this armor 5.
It's a pretty darn good shot.
Well, a normal one, these 3 would pop off because they don't surge.
I will dodge 1.
Why?
Oh, I have armor 5. Yeah, I don't have to dodge anything.
I'm like, do you really want to?
Nope.
Okay, so then this is going to become a crit. These will drop off to his armor 5. He's checking for 1.
Oh yeah, dodge didn't help me there.
Nope, you don't have outmaneuver.
Alrighty, that's 1 wound. Alright, so I'm going to go with the unit of speeder bites that have an order. The card's going to kick in, so they are going to get a dodge from Major Marquand. They're going to do their scout maneuver here. They're going to do their compulse maneuver and end up right about there. And then we will cohere this guy over here. And we'll take a shot with an aim into the black sun again.
Okay.
All right, double rainbow with an aim. Search to hit. Heavy cover. Black sun. We'll spend the aim here. And it's just all of them. So you get 6 for cover.
Let's try this one more time, feeling.
I should have just pushed the speeder bus. Take it away 2. You got 4 to roll for.
Good thing there's... So let's just see what happens here. Block
That's
1,
three
take
dead.
3. You can only see 3, so that works.
That's true.
Go to my stack. We've got a core here. They're going to do something extremely similar to their buddies. We're going to scout into the board. Not scout. We're going to move on to the board. Let me say that the correct way.
Moving on to the board.
It's about there. I'll cohere them in an extremely similar way to their buddies here.
Okay.
But obviously slightly different because that's just kind of how this works. I realized I moved the wrong. This is not the leader. This is the leader.
There you go. Pointing fingers. Always need pointing
And
fingers.
I think we're going to not shoot the Madrian with no aim for maybe a
That's
damage.
just a regular ATS.
Or the ATST. I think I'm just going to shoot these speeder bikes that popped out over here. They're more of a threat to get my points than the ATST is.
Could be.
Okay, 4 blacks, 2 blacks, and a red. Impact won't matter.
I got a
So
dodge and light cover. Well, that was
wish
the
I
roll
would've
you
hit
wanted
the
to see against
ATST.
The ATST.
Okay, look, light cover first, check.
Cover.
Just for 1. Nope.
It's not going to be there, so we'll dodge the 1. We roll 2 for the defense. Search to defense. 2 wounds on one of the bikes. All right, going to my stack here. It's my last unit of bikes. They are going to pop out onto the board. And they will get a dodge from Major Marquard. And they will...
That's a good round 1 play of a card.
It really is. Because it's just when a friendly vehicle activates. They don't even need an order. Which is kind of a big change from the last round, I think.
I swear, before we start filming Dante, they nerfed this card. Doesn't it feel like much of a nerf?
It used to be much more offensive. Now it's, I think, a much more defensive version of the card. And then we will take an aim and we'll shoot into those black suns in heavy cover.
Okay. Heavy cover, a dodge, and a search for me, an aim, surge to hit. Double rainbow for him.
We'll spend the aim here.
Wow, okay.
And you will have...
I think of all your offensive rolls, you've only had 1 blank so far.
I-
It was the one ATS you had 8 instead of 9.
I think I had, yeah, it's been pretty darn good. So you have 5 defensively for cover on first.
Oh!
Holy cover!
There we go.
Okay.
4.
So 4. So you're rolling for 2. Oh,
Nope,
you dodge
dodge.
1. So you're rolling
My
for
cover
1.
really helped even that out a little bit because that cover was not doing good up until then. There's an example of what cover can do.
Man.
We'll take the wound though. We've got Special Forces. I thought about putting them over here to keep out of that range 3 bubble because now the Super Commando cards I think does what it was supposed to originally, which is range 4 only.
Yep.
But I was like, I could do that. They're going to be far away from scoring, and at best they can get 4 crits through. That's best case scenario, and you'd have to blink in all of them, and that still would only bring you to 5 wounds.
Yeah, really.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit more offensively minded. In this stage, we're going to deploy to here.
Okay.
The first action, first move, if you will, and then we will go ahead. We have an aim and a dodge from our lovely command card and from our independence.
Yep.
And then we're going to I think we're just going to open fire on these boys here.
Sounds great.
Okay, within range 2 of these spears means they're throwing 2 blacks each. That's going to be 6 blacks with regular commandos. The lovely gunslinger is going to be 2 blacks, 2 whites, lethal 1. He'll have a light cover. See what we can get here. Would have been a good ATST shot there.
Yeah, right?
You have how much health left in your guys?
He has 4
I
health.
did 2. That's
total.
4. Yeah, I think we're going to make that lethal.
All right, so we got light cover for 2 of these. We'll take away 1, so we're rolling for 4. We'll block 2, which is pierce, so we block.
You'll live with 1.
Yep, 1 health left. All right, we're going to activate an ATST here. He is going to scout out to right here.
I really thought these guys were much more safe than they were. I made a mistake. I forgot
then-
Tempest can scout everything.
For his first action, he's going to move, and now with the vehicle ability, he gets to do a reposition, or a 90-degree reposition, basically. He's going to move, and he's going to just barely walk up to the back of the speeder bikes, get these guys in his arc. He's got an aim from his linked targeting array, and he is going to shoot everything he's got into those... All right, so this is the triple rainbow action with surge to hit with an aim into heavy cover Mandos who no longer have any tokens. This is the bad roll that you were looking for. Holy cow.
Well, the good news for you is you're going to probably reroll 2 reds, and they probably will convert for you. But yes, I will take this roll over everything else you've been doing.
Yeah, so we'll spend the aim on these 2.
No, I kept them blank.
Okay. So you get 3 for cover.
Come on, cover roll. We need your help. No, no.
All right, you get 4.
We had to equal out against that last roll, unfortunately, didn't we? Okay. 1. We lose 1.
Okay.
Thank God we surged, because, man, that would have been... I forgot I had an order on this Black Sun, so we're going to go with this Black Sun before he just dies here. He's got 2 suppression here.
Can hold on to him.
That's okay. We have a ability called Dauntless on these guys.
Sure.
So we'll use that to gain a 3rd suppression to have him
Alright.
do a speed 2 move. We're kind of gambling here because I don't have an aim or anything on him because he had an order. So we'll just bring him up to like wrap around the bus to about here.
Sure.
He sees this bike that killed some of his guys. He points his gun and he shoots. And this unit had so much potential when we started this game, and now this is his dice pool.
That's it.
No surging, no nothing. We really need at least one hit to make him have to roll for cover and have something happen. Come on, boys. Oh!
Just a crit.
Comes down to a white
Not
dice.
even cover. Just need paint here. Just need paint.
You
Got
got
it. Going to Major Marquardt. He is going to scout onto the board. He's just going to scout up to here because you can't land on a POI. He's going to walk over the POI, though, and just end up right here. He's going to take a shot into the Black Sun there. I can see 3 of them from this point, and we'll see what happens. All right, Marquardt's throwing the triple rainbow. Surge to hit into heavy cover with a dodge.
I'm tired of all these double and triple rainbows.
Do they have a dodge?
No.
That's a pretty solid solid throw there. So we're going to lose... Not hit on a red again here. You have 3 you can roll for cover.
Come on, cover. Come on, cover. Oh, we blocked 3.
Very nice.
All surges, though. So luckily it was heavy, because heavy works with any paint.
So 3 crits through.
Got 3 red dice with 1 surge token.
Block 1, take
losing
2.
Well, guys, I had a plan with Mr. Gar. Gar's plan has changed significantly. So now we're going to do a weird kind of move. We're going to kind of come like...
He went to his deck. He got a commander. It's Gar.
I'm going to jump to there. We didn't mention this earlier, but this is difficult terrain. So earlier when I did this and then jumped up there, we took it back off camera and I moved to here and then still could easily make it there.
Yep.
So just so you know. So this is difficult. So I want to jump over that to land to here. And then we're going to go ahead and... I can't aim or anything because it's my first move. Second move will be to shoot the range 2 gun into these guys. I'm more trying to kill things at this point in the game, but I can take off easier since he has less activations.
It's a good plan.
The ATSEs are going to be harder to kill, and I think as an early take, the range 4 rockets are no longer great because they're stuck at range 4 only. Yeah. And in this format, you really want to push up. You don't want to hang that far back with your fast unit early.
Especially in this
mission,
guy.
even so.
And with that unit. Like, you don't...
Yeah.
Like,
really
if I sit at range
2.
4 for a turn, then I'm not getting into range 2 to be even better.
So I think I thought I had more impact than I did now, with that said. So we're going to shoot some fear bikes. Pierce 1, Surge to crit, and it's going to be... that's it. Pierce 1, Surge to crit.
That's it. That's all the things.
Sharpshooter takes away your cover.
Sharpshooter takes away my cover, yep.
Forgot to force not bad. You'll dodge 1.
I'll dodge 1.
2 Pierce 1. Piercing 1 so far.
Pierced.
That's a red dice.
That's a red dice. And we got 1 wound. All right, my last activation is my last unit of scouts. They are going to go ahead and... I knew I had a scout somewhere here. They're going to move up on their scout 3 here. They'll touch the POI.
Try to find a good angle, and there's none to be had.
Yeah, there's a lot of high
There we go.
stuff here. They'll take an aim. They will shoot into Gar and see what happens.
There's the view we get.
So there's just 2 blacks. Pierce 1.
Heavy down the light.
Down the light with sharpshooter. We'll spend the aim. And snipers do what snipers do. You can have a suppression.
I will take that roll. That was a rare one for me this round, but I'll take it. So my stack is my last unit of Mandalorians. These are the ones with the long-range marksman, not the gunslinger. So he'll come out. We're going to end our movement like right here for now. So we're just going to kind of use this as cover. You know, just kind of...
For those of you who don't know, POIs provide heavy cover.
So they're going to come out like so. And then we're going to shoot into those bikes. See if we can... do a little better than Guardian.
Let's see.
Right, again, we're at range 2, so the regular guys are going to get 2 blacks each at 6. This one is a rainbow. I have my own rainbow now, sir. Precise 1, not lethal on this one. With an aim token, he's got light cover. Well, if they surge, it wouldn't be terrible, but they don't surge.
They do not.
So we'll reroll these 3. That's a decent conversion, at least.
Conversion for sure.
That was a crit. You'll check cover on 2. The rest of these will
Checking
fall
for
off.
cover here. Getting no cover. Rolling 4 now for our defense. We'll block 2, take 2, and that is a bike dead. And around here, I have 1 bike down there. He's got 1 Mando down there. We're protecting our POI here, but we got a big clump moving up.
I lost all the Black Sun but 1 in the red unit and half of the 1 in the purple unit, so that hurts.
Yeah. Taking out Black Sun's important, guys.
I've taken out 2 bikes. Just not units, just bikes.
We're going to round 2, which is the start of scoring.
Welcome to round 2, where I went with aggression. It's very similar to the last one, except for 2 units or less, fewer orders, I get to give some aims out. They have to be within range 1 to 3. I will be honest, I forgot about that part because there's no command range anymore, but that's not the command part. He went with Cavalry Alert, which is when a unit is issued an order with this card, it gains 1 aim token for each enemy unit at range 1. If it did not gain any aim tokens, it gains a standby token.
It is actually constantly alert, but not cavalry. But good
It's
job.
100% constant. I don't know where I saw Cavalry. Just in my head, I was like,
That was,
that's
that
Cavalry.
was the last card.
Was it Cavalry the last card?
Armo Cavalry.
There you go. At least I wasn't making up words, guys. That makes me feel slightly better.
That's good.
So he gets a standby.
He gets a standby. He gets an aim from target.
Standbys on Vigos is annoying because there's no way to poke it off, so there's always that to play with. I gave my 2 aims to him because they were the only ones within 3 of him. So, yeah, I mean, I could have made Gar later and gave some aims out over here, but
They already had
they already have aims. I really wanted to give an aim to this unit in the bus, but they have an aim on the dodge, yeah, but they're too far. They're just too far.
Just too far. It's a bridge too far.
So I get to go first. We'll see what I do. Because a 2-pip beats a 3-pip. You know, standard Legion rules. Went to my stack, pulled a special force. I think we go to him because he's beyond range 2 of that ATST, which means
No standby trigger in there.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hope we roll decent this time and take a dodge for the first action.
Sure.
And then the second action will be to shoot the speeder bike with 3 health left. Okay, once again, this is the marksman one, so this is 6 black dice for range 2 of the speeder bike, which we're shooting, and the rainbow for the marksman with precise 1. We don't surge to hit. He's got light cover because he's a bike.
Yeah. That one used to be crit.
Oh,
I'm happy that changed.
That unfortunately is about the same roll we did last time. I get to do 3 with precise 1 at least. Let's see if we can bump that up a little bit. We do.
All right,
you get to check for 3.
Conversions there. Good conversion.
Check for 3.
So cover, we get 1. I like it.
So you're looking for 4 now.
Okie dokie. We'll block 3, take 1. All right, we're going to go with the one that lived. We're going to aim and shoot into the Mandalorians for our first and second actions. We're going to compulse at the end, and we're going to end up somewhere like this. And that will be the speeder.
This is the never dying spear bike. He's been shot by 2 full Mandalorian squads and a Gar Saxon and still has 2 health left.
Not super scary anymore. It's just a single rainbow surge to hit into heavy cover Mandalorians with an aim. I'll spend the aim. Okie dokie, 1 as
for cover. Nope. That makes me feel great about things. Checking actual block. Nope.
Ooh,
okay.
All right.
Got my stack. We got a core. Let's see if they can do any better. They're gonna kind of stay here for the moment. We're looking at the just to be clear, the orange ones that are closer to this.
Sure. POI. Gotcha.
Yep. They already have an aim from the lovely command card. They're gonna take a second aim. We're gonna shoot the heavy into the ATST.
Okay.
The 4 other guys into the speeder bike. See if we can finish them off.
Okay. And we forgot to mention, Joe did put out his ordnance token over here. So at the end of the activation, that will go off. And we'll see what happens. Or end of the round, not activation.
4 black dice. This is the regular trooper shooting into the 1 health speeder bike.
Got my cover.
It's 2. We'll spend 1 aim.
Okie dokie. Cover, we get to roll 3 here. We're going to block none. We get 4 then for our 1 health bike. And it blocks 1, but it goes down.
Okay, next shot will be the disruptor into the ATST with 1 aim.
Sure.
Impact 1. We will spend the aim. I'll risk. No, I won't.
No,
I don't surge.
I don't have a dodge or anything. So.
I was trying to up my chances for more natty crits.
I guess.
But I don't want to risk the surge on the red dice or something. This was a crit. Okay, so this will impact up into a crit, and it looks like 2 on the ATST.
It's going to take 2 warns. That's up to 3. All right, let's go to the ATST. It's got 2 aims, 1 from the command card, and then 1 from that. We're just going to do a slight move up here. And
you need to get in range of that POI.
Just need to get in range of the POI, because unfortunately it was just out. And then we'll shoot into the bus, because we need to get rid of this nuisance before it really hurts us. So we'll see what 2 aims can do.
Okay.
Triple rainbow surge to hit. 2 aims, impact 4 into our friendly neighborhood bus. Okay. So we got some crits to start with.
Guys. Let's just...
Couple hits. We'll spend the first aim.
Man. Between this... Okay, well, I'll just hold something.
We'll spend the second aim.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's kill the bus in 1 shot.
And we have impact 4, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3. This was a crit 4, so I lose 1.
Ooh, my armor did a ton there.
I got 3, 6, 7 to deal with.
Did you really just roll 7 crits?
I rolled 3 crits and then impacted 4 of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have 7 crits?
I do have 7 crits.
Okay. Don said, I'm going to quote him before I roll this. I guarantee you there's no way I could even potentially do 6. He has a potential for 7, but what do I know? I surged a block on white dice. Let's hope for a miracle. Nope, told you. I broke. Don is a ridiculous human being. He was all mad I pulled the bus. I'm like, oh no, he actually gets to move? Or he gets to just shoot.
It gets 1 action.
So it's gonna shoot the lovely ATST and we'll do maybe 1.
Alright, let's see what
The gunner
happens.
is trying to put out 50 fires in the cockpit from the craziest one shot I've seen from ATST. We gotta see what kind of dice he adds. He's gonna add a white, because why not? Granted, we're searching for crits, I guess it really doesn't matter. So 6 blacks, 1 white. Into the ATST impact 2. It's a great roll against anything else, but unfortunately against an ATST,
Yep. Armor.
that's just impact 2.
Armor 5 will take away the rest. And we'll block 1, take 1. I'm going to go ahead and pass. So we're going right back to Joe here.
It's the capo.
Ooh, getting off that suppression.
He has suppression from an aid he gave a dodge up to his pike buddies for. He probably should start pushing up somewhat while also staying somewhat helpful.
Yeah, the secondary really makes it a little tricky to make sure everybody's in the courage bubbles to make sure I'm not getting victory points for panicking things.
So he'll move up to there. I don't even know. We'll pass a dodge to the Black Sun with our portable scanners.
Portable scanner and some Black Sun. I go to the stack here. We're going to get our only core here. It's just the Stormtroopers. They're going to take a dodge. They're going to stand by. They're already in the POI. They're just there for moral support at this point. That'll be them.
What's stack? We got special forces. We'll go with these boys up here. We got to see if we get some suppression off here. Okay, well. I'm going to have to take a second now. I'm going to use Gar's ability to compel them. This is probably going to give Don a very easy, instant 2 victory points on the secondary because the second I am panicked, he gets a victory point, and they're going to be up to 3 suppression with that move, which means if anyone shoots them, they'll get their 4th and be panicked, which means he instantly gets that because
It's at any time.
at any time. But this way, he can pop a standby, but he can't shoot me if he wants to move. And now with standby, you can no longer use it to shoot anyone you want. You have to
Correct.
shoot the person that triggered the standby.
Correct. I am not going to trigger either standby.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and attack, because I'm already at range of the POI.
Sure.
We're going to attack into the scout troopers who haven't gone yet.
You know what? I will trigger the standby on the Stormtroopers, though. So the Stormtroopers will shoot up then, and then you can do your turn. All right, so the Stormtroopers get to standby here. They get 1 crit through.
Cool.
And you block it, so just fine there.
That was the heavy, so that would have pretty much been a death blow to them if you would have got that. Because of that, I'm throwing 2 blacks from the leader and 2 blacks, 2 whites from the gunslinger, and I have an aim with lethal if I really get nutty here. He's got heavy cover, low profile, which gives you an auto block on your cover.
Okay.
We'll use the aim.
Okay. That's a good one there.
Okay, so that was better than the lethal. He can
So
check cover on
cover-wise,
3.
I get to check
He only
cover on
rolls
3.
2 because one's
I
not.
auto block 1 with low profile. And I block 2 with cover. So then we roll for 2. And we block 1. So 1 dead. All right, I did trigger the bring them to heal, so I will get 2 victory points because there is a panicked unit on the board.
He just got it.
I mean, you have to choose to use it.
Oh, why would you?
Well, why wouldn't you? I don't know, but it's just it's a weird thing. Went to the stack, got a scout or a special forces. We'll go with the scouts that just got shot. They will hold on to their suppression, but they have courage 2. We're just going to aim and shoot up into these guys and see what happens. So this is going to be 8 black, pierce 1 into heavy cover down to light with an aim and precision scopes. We do not surge. We will spend our aim and reroll 3 black dice. It's going to be 4 for cover.
It's only light cover because he's sharpshooter. So I'm blocking 1.
Blocking 1, so you're rolling for 4, pierce 1, so rolling 5 with impervious.
I'm sure they'll be fine the way I've been rolling. Let's see how we can do. Maybe we can get a money roll here, guys. Maybe we can. Yeah, they'll only pierce 1, which means I'm still alive. Go to my stack. We've got a core. Mr. Perfect Roll McGee over here tonight. Not quite sure where this is coming from. We're just going to have to help lessen that a little bit. So we're going to move up with these guys to
Sure.
nice out in the open right there. I don't think they're doing much damage at this point anyways.
Are you sure you want to move there?
No, I'm out of range 2, aren't I?
Nope, that's pretty range 2.
Well, I'm moving out of range 2.
There you go.
Oh, I measured it.
All right, just out of range 2.
And then I think we're just going to throw some dice into these speeder bikes that are coming up on me.
Sounds great.
3 whites, 2 blacks is out of range for my Magdets. I have an aim and technically a surge token.
And precise. It's a good roll.
It's a very good start for these guys.
So I get to roll for 3 for cover.
Light cover, looking for blocks only. So naturally he will roll 2, because why not?
So 2.
What you guys don't see, what's not helping the mood here, is that he's literally just giggling after every single roll.
Block 1, take 1. Going to my stack here.
Oh look, he pulled his
the
speeder bike, guys.
bikes. They're going to aim and shoot into the Black Sun before the compulse move, and then we're going to compulse, I think, this direction. Because we got to go help our
Hashtag.
friends there.
You know what? The keyword of the day is going to be tanky speeder bikes. I don't think I've ever faced in the history of this channel speeder bikes that just can't not roll.
I don't think
blanks.
so either.
I don't know what's happening tonight.
Double rainbow, search to hit. No cover on these Black Sun. We will spend the aim here. And
that's good.
you get a 5-pack there to roll against.
It's just 5. Why not? That's a normal roll we should see.
Totally normal roll.
I'll spend the surge and lose 1 guy. Look at that. Into my stack, we got a core. The rest of the army is doing a really good job at killing things. So these pikes are like, okay, we got this, guys. We'll just trudge up. He's gonna poke Blippi with a stick. Once he realizes Blippi is dead, he waves the other guys to come on, and they start running up. He just had to make sure, you know.
Sometimes you just gotta check.
He was the one who pulled the short straw, and he had to be the one who checked.
All right.
So they're going to shoot their gun with their free aim into the lovely ATST. 4 blacks for the regular guys, 2 blacks to red for the disruptor with impact 1 into the ATST armor 5. Yep, that's about right. Roll the black and the red. It's just going to be 1 crit.
All right, another wound for that ATST. All right, going to my stack here. It's going to be these guys. They're gonna move out just a hair. We're contesting, but we just want everybody to be able to see the bus a little bit while still maintaining cover for when they get shot at here. In a second, I'll pop the transponder to get an aim, and we'll shoot into the bus. The classic 10 black pierce 1 into a bus.
It's got 1 health, so if you roll a
5.
crit, it's over. And it's over, because there's already 2 crits.
That was a really good roll, but we'll just leave it at that.
Well, the only bright side silver lining here is this dude's kind of giggling like, you thought you had us. And look at that, another blink. That's okay. He's got courage too, so we're good.
Does.
So we're just gonna move him on up for his first action here, as much as we can here. I'm assuming he's gonna be just out because make me have to double move.
That is just out. Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? We'll move in a way where we're gonna be very annoying, so that the ATST can't shoot me and those guys can't see me.
Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and go with the major. I don't think anybody's going to trigger his standby, so we will go with him. He'll take an aim, and we'll just try to pop off this Black Sun.
They forgot to use their dodge last time, so they have that going for them. But I'm worried about their health.
We're going to have a triple rainbow into heavy cover with an aim. They have a dodge. Research to hit. Alrighty. And we will spend the aim on the red and the black here.
Jesus.
And you will have 6 to roll for cover.
I will say, sir, I don't know if I've ever seen your offensive shots this charged in a night.
I have not.
It's impressive. Well, we got 3 gone this time. I'll take that.
So
I'll dodge another one.
Rolling for 3.
Unfortunately, they have 2 health left, so and I'm out of surge token, so I still have to roll at least two native blocks on these 3 dice for the unit to live. Oh,
you got it.
The unit
Just
leader lives.
Just what you needed.
Gar Saxon, not who we want to see. He's got standby on that ATSC, so we're gonna move to here to make sure there's no way his ATSC can see me to trigger it.
No more line of sight there.
And then we'll just shoot into him, and he's got 2 health left. So in theory, I should hopefully. I don't know. Who knows?
The math checks out. Let's find out.
1 black or 2 black, 1 red, 1 white. Surge to crit, pierce 1, sharpshooter 1 brings their cover away. Takes it away.
Brings it away.
We got the 2 we need. It's 2 pierce 1. As long as you don't natty again.
You got to natty this one out, guys.
Should be dead. No.
It's dead. All right, we're going to go with our ATSC. Unfortunately, the standby didn't get to trigger it. I should have triggered it with the Mandos, but I did not. We will move as far as we can because they're going to have to contest the next round. So he'll move right there. We will
not within range, so that point's going to be secure for me.
We will take a shot into the Mandalorians and see what happens.
Uh-oh. They have shields and a dodge, but still uh-oh. Heavy cover, 2 shields, a dodge, an aim, triple rainbow. I was right.
Triple rainbow, search to hit with an aim. Alrighty.
It's another very solid roll.
Pretty sure. Bad conversion, though.
Hey, it's still the majority of your dice hit. So we're
looking
checking
at
for 5.
5 for cover.
Heavy cover, checking 5. 1 heavy cover. Blocking 2, so that's old school style. That's not bad. I'll spin a dodge.
And 2 shields?
And 2 shields, yeah. Man, it was one unfortunate roll and you lose the unit. So let's just negate as much.
You would? There's no reason to keep them.
We're okay. Go to my stack. We've got some pikes. That's all we have left. We're going to move up just shy of that. We're going to probably come to like right here.
Sure.
They have to eventually move up to, try to contest things and hurt things and, all that kind of stuff. So move to there. I don't know how much cover I'm getting from this angle. You know what? We're just gonna move to the original, the full thing, because looking at it, everything you have left is in front of me.
That's true.
I don't think we're getting any cover there. They'll move to there and they'll just they'll shoot those bikes over there.
Let's do it.
Okay, it's 4 black sugar guys, 2 blacks and a red for the disruptor. Impact won't matter here. I don't have an aim or surges or anything. He's got light cover. Just 2. Oh, 3. One was hiding. 4. I kept seeing many surges. I don't know what was happening there.
All right. Cover-wise, we get to roll for 3, looking for hits. We got 1 away for cover.
So old school light cover.
Rolling for 3. We'll take a dead bike there.
The rest of my stack is going to be this lovely
Mandalorians.
As you can see from the leader, which is the girl with the shield, she can get anywhere up here she wants. So we're just going to jump with our jump 2 up to, we'll say, like here.
Sure.
And then we will cohere them in a way we could maximize our line of sight nonsense here. And I don't know who I'm shooting. If it's ATST or the other guys. I'm going to take a look and see what the ranges are. I'm going to shoot the scouts. I can see 3 of the 5. That's still 3. I got 6 blacks from the other guys because they're at range 2. 2 blacks and 2 whites from the gunslinger with an aim, which gives me lethal if I really want it.
And I get heavy cover with profile. That's a good
Maybe
start.
I should have shot
Holy
the
cow.
ATST. I think actually I'm not going to rerolling. I think I'm just going to make this Pierce 1.
Okie dokie.
So you can check cover on 4, give you 1 guarantee, of course. So you'll just be rolling 3.
So I block 2 with cover.
Makes sense. It's like older covers. You got 4 Pierce 1.
4 Pierce 1. Search to lock. It's 3 dead.
You only see 3.
You can only see 3.
At this point, it's contested. In this rules, if it's contested in your home court, you don't get the point. So no point for him there because it's contested. I'm not getting any there because I'm not securing it. This is not contested, so it's a point for me. That looks contested, but she is panicked at this point, so no point for me or for me stopping it. He still gets his point. I get my point. So in all said and done, I'll get 2. He'll get 1. But he picked up 2 earlier from the bring them to heal for making her panicked. So it's still going to be 3 to 3, right?
2 to 3.
2 to 3.
It's 2 points for the.
You're right. 2 to 3. Him. Yep. Going round 3. 2 things. 1, I'm going to blow up that bomb token. It's going to hit those boys there, and those boys, and those boys. Secondly, he actually has 4 victory points because it says if whoever has more suppression than the other person, more suppressed
More
units.
panicked.
Not panicked, just suppressed. More suppressed units than the other one gets another point, so he got 1 more there. So it's 4 to 2. Let's go roll my ordnance, see if it does anything. Okay, so we'll start with the armor. A crit does 2 damage, and a hit does 1 damage to him. I roll 3 black dice. So nothing. That sounds about right so far. Okay, that's probably the one if I had to blink. So
Do you roll 3 times, or isn't it just 1 roll and it does damage to everybody?
Welcome to round number 3. I'm with Ploy. I get to put a card there, and then or put a token on the card, and I get to pull it anytime I want to instead of the stack. Essentially, it's like an ambush, but without him knowing what I'm putting the order on. The ordnance did nothing as it always does for me, so that's fun. Love that. Could have really swung it, because if I would have got even just a hit, would have got suppression on the stormtroopers, and that means he would have been, all his units would have been suppressed, which means I would have gained 2. And also his scout troopers would have had 2 suppression, which means he wouldn't have got that bonus suppression for having more suppressed units than me. But of course, I blanked. So that's just how it goes. He played his lovely Drive Them Out card. Friendly vehicle units gain demoralizes 1 this round. The first time a friendly vehicle with a face-up order token ends its move within half of an enemy trooper this round. Roll a white defense dice for each miniature in that enemy unit. For every block or surge, they suffer a damage. Roll the chance cube, see it starts off. It's blue, it's me. Let's see what I can do. My stack, we got Special Forces. I don't think that's what I wanted to start with, but nonetheless, I will start with it either way. So we'll come to this POI token. We'll jump down here.
Sure.
I'm going to go here up front of the POI token. I might go here even more front. I need to go find that tool to measure to see how far they can go. But no matter what I do, we're going to then shoot these 2 last troopers here.
Oh, they're gone.
Once again, 6 black dice with regular guys, 2 blacks, 2 whites. The gunslinger, lethal 1. No cover from this attack. You know, usually I would re-roll this, but 4 Pierce 1 on 2 health left with white dice.
Yeah, that's
I think I'm going to keep
good.
that. I want to say Pierce 1. Oh, we needed it. We needed it.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go with our speeder before you kill it here. Demoralize is going to kick in, so we will go ahead and give the capo there a...
Capo?
Or
Vigo?
Vigo. Yeah,
Vigo, okay.
Sorry. We'll compulse here. We'll take an aim, and we will shoot into the lone Mandalorian up there in heavy cover.
Okay.
All right, we got Rainbow into heavy cover with an aim. Search to hit. You don't even need it. It's 2 you can roll on for cover. You're going to block 1, so you got 2 to roll on for defense.
Oh. Special Forces, unfortunately, it's going to be these guys over here. We're going to run up this way. Getting out of the arc of the ATST, because I don't know if you guys have been watching, but it's a little deadly when he shoots. I'm going to recoil them when I get my half-range measuring tool so they get some cover from that angle. But they're all going to shoot into the Stormtroopers if they can, or the Scout Troopers.
Alrighty.
The Stormtroopers out, they have no cover from this angle, but the Scouts have heavy. But let's be honest, the 1 heal bot and the Stormtroopers isn't scary, and the Scouts are more of an offensive threat against me back. So I think I'm going to shoot the Scouts. We'll see if I regret that.
Yep.
Range 3 guns, a black and a white each. It's going to be 3 blacks, 3 whites, 3 other guys. The marksman is a black, white, red. Precise 1 with an aim token. Just going to continue these great rolls, guys.
Pretty good.
Even
Pretty
the
good.
red didn't want to hit for me today. Okay.
Decent conversion.
You're blocking 1, so you just have to roll 1 white dice because you have low
Alright.
profile. We'll just
So
block
we'll
1
block
because
one
it gets
out.
1 guaranteed from low profile. So now he's looking at 3 coming out these Scouts.
Block 1, or block 2, take 1. All right, we're going to go with this ATST over here. It doesn't have an aim from target. I just forgot to put it out. He is just going to go ahead and do a move and just kind of end up something like that.
He can't shoot me because his guns are up here.
It's true. That's exactly how that works.
That's how I'm gonna
We
call
will
it.
we'll go ahead and take a shot into those Mandos and see what we can do.
Oh, these poor Mandos.
Triple Rainbow Surge hit with an aim. No cover this time. All right. We'll spend the aim there.
Good. Sir, you might want to go on the way home and stop and get some lotto tickets or something.
Just 8 that you get to roll against for this.
Whether you win or not because of your offensive or for your unit count's a different story, but your offensive dice have been just
They have been premium.
I don't even know. Meanwhile, my Mandos are struggling to get like 2 or 3 hits out per shot. 6, 7, 8. Sorry guys, I'm counting dice here because I didn't expect a bucket of dice again. I take 1 because luckily Mandos live good, so giggle back, I guess. Just gonna giggle at each other with our dice rolls here.
That's true.
Okay, after too much consideration what to do with these guys, we're gonna move to here. Just remember, we roll the lives.
House rule this.
We always do this with the tall terrain that gives small units a better thing here. Curious if anyone else does anything like that with it, or do you just play the whole you need scale for height too? Mainly try to do it when one side has like a lot of jump and the other side doesn't. So in this case, Don had no jump, and I had all the jump.
Specifically.
His ATSTs, you can pop their head up and say hello though.
It's so cute over here. Just hi, buddy.
So then I will
Shoot the bike.
I'll shoot the bike. Yeah. 4 blacks, 2 blacks and a red. No surging, no aims. Into light cover bike. It's the pikes. The pikes have the offensive power of this game. I don't know what it is. So you're checking that was occurring. You're checking on 3 for your light cover. So looking for blocks only to determine cover. He will take away nothing because it was blocks only with light cover. But now he gets to roll the 6-pack to see how many, if any, wounds he can.
How many, if any? I blocked 3, but he still died. On my stack, it's a heavy. We'll go with our ATSC friend over here. He's going to do a move, so he's going to do that free pivot he gets. He's going to do a slight move up and just get into base contact with him because the melee weapon is stronger than the regular gun. I'm going to split fire here, so we'll do the melee into him, the primary weapon into these Mandos.
When he said the regular gun, he meant his secondary gun, not his main gun.
Yep.
Just right. Vigo's left with 1 health and a surge.
So our cutting claws are 4 reds, surge to hit. It's going to be 3.
I think you have that surge to hit, man. The amount of surges you've rolled in this game.
That's why ATSTs need surge to hit.
Oh, I'll spend my only surge. This is where things on my defensive dice turn around a little bit.
Okie dokie.
I can't believe that Vigo's like James Bond rolling and like he's fine.
These guys have shields. And
it's like in the Souls game where you're just rolling away from the villain for the whole time.
It's gonna be.
It's a good naked roll though. We'll pop both shields. Let's bring it to a way that you can't wipe the unit. We'll take 2 though.
Okay.
Go to my stack right core. Let's go with this lovely guy who's just the other Vigo who won't die apparently. We'll get 1 off, which is big because they have a courage 2 with the Vigo on board, so that's helpful.
It is something.
I think we're going to take the tactic of run away, sir, run away. So I think we're going to run to a.
Running this way.
Yep.
Okay.
There's no point running the other way. I don't think I can get to the other POI. I want to be somewhat close to your POI, but out of harm's way for now. So we'll move 1 there, and I think I'm going to have to walk across the table real quick and run so you guys don't hang too long walking. And then we're going to move there. I'm just going to touch a prong into there and see if we can outlast.
Sounds great. Let's go to the stack. We'll get the major. He'll take an aim and shoot into the pikes, and we'll go to town. All right, so I'm going to use the blast gun. So that's 2 blacks and then the double rainbow. So it's 4 blacks, 2 reds, 2 whites. There's 2 hits. They have a dodge and no cover.
Heavy cover.
I just said I'm using the blast gun.
Oh, the blast. He has the blast one. Earlier he said they don't have the blast.
Yeah, Major Mark 5 has it built in. And we will roll the blacks here with the aim. You're looking at a 6-pack. You dodge it down to a 5.
I don't see why I wouldn't, sir. They roll white dice. We need to get some paint here. Got 3, lose 2. Go to my stack. We got a core. We're going to go with these guys here. And we can't get to his rear, which it looks like we can. He's modeled him just a little bit off of the center, so it looks like I can. But I'm not going to be in the back.
Yeah, not in the rear there.
But we're closer to, if we need to move up to get his point later, we can. So we will just move there, and then we'll shoot our guns and see if we can do a little damage right away.
Let's see what happens.
2 blacks to red, 4 blacks to the gun. No aiming, no nothing. Impact 1, though, doesn't matter on this attack. Oh. That was these pikes. These pikes, man. It's
3 crits
3
to
because
deal
impact
with
1.
there.
The other hits will fall to armor. Does that break you?
3. I'm at...
I think that breaks you.
5. That puts me at 8. Yep, that's breaking. All right, we'll go to the stack here. It's Special Forces. We'll go with these guys. They have 1 suppression. They're going to hold on to it. They have 2 courage. It's fine. They'll take an aim, and they'll shoot into Mandalorians over there because they're within range 2. Joe just didn't measure, I guess, for their shot.
I measured, but apparently I didn't measure right. So it's
going to be 6 black dice, pierce 1 with an aim into dice. Heavy cover down to light. We will spend the aim on these 2. And so you got 4 to roll 4 for cover, light cover. Block 1, so you're looking at 3 pierce 1.
Impervious. See if you can shake it off. We
Sure can.
Oof. Man, the armor's kicking in at the end of the game here. Or whatever round we're in, towards the ender stages of the game. Go to our stack. We got these guys. They see some armor starting to spark, starting to smoke, so they're going to take an aim and shoot into that, see if they can do a little bit more damage. Woo. It's a shot you know and love. 4 blacks, 2 blacks to the red. Impact 1 with an aim this time. Armor 5, ATST. Got a crit. Got a hit. Let's spend the aim, see if we can get anything else. We don't surge, so those 2 things for nothing. Got another crit.
Oh, jeez.
Impact kicks in to make this a crit, so it's going to be 3 on this one.
3 crits. And he's dead. All right, last activation for me is going to be my stormtroopers here. They're just going to move right here and shoot into the pikes. And that will be them. 4 white dice into heavy cover pikes. 1 crit.
1 dead.
Ooh, dead
the
pike.
black son that lived, he went down to no health besides himself in the first round. He's going to move over there, take a dodge, and he's just going to... He's like, man, they blew up the ATST for me. He was about to step on me. I rolled away. We got lucky. We're gonna go with the capital. We're that ATST went down on the left flank of the battlefield, and we're starting to feel a little frosty.
I hope all of you guys remember Salty Joe in the beginning of this game.
Oh, man.
I hope you all remember that.
You did call that the activation count was going to hurt you, but your dice in that beginning were something we've not seen here.
Yep.
So we're going to throw some blacks for fun in those Stormtroopers.
I hope it's great. I hope it's a lot
We
of
got
fun.
our Stormtroopers, 3 black dice. Okay, Gar was the ploy card I didn't have to use. We're going to move him here, which is just within range 3 of those Stormtroopers, and just within half range of this POI, so that way he's not securing it.
Yep.
We're going to duck our head and shoot the rocket into those Stormtroopers, see if we can give him a suppression.
That sounds awesome.
3 red dice, blast.
Search
Crit. Still only 1, though. Jeez.
You got the suppression you
Yep,
were looking for
that's
sure.
about it.
And it's one dead Stormtrooper.
Okay, I'm going to get this point. No one's contesting on his side. His ATST did fall, unfortunately, which means I was securing either way because I had 2 to his 1. So that will give me 2 points, bringing me up to 3. If we come around here, he's contesting this one with me. No one's securing it, so no point there. He gets that point, so he'll get 1 point there. So let's go to the score tracker, see where we're at. I'm going to get 3, bringing me up to 5. He'll get 1, bringing him up to 5. I did finally add a suppression to all units I can, which was just 2 left. So that will give me 2, which brings me up to 7. And then who had more units with suppression on them than the other? I think it's just me.
It's to their suppressed level.
Yeah, so it's
I have 1 suppressed unit. You have 1. No, he's not suppressed.
I have 1 up top the pikes.
1 up top.
So tie.
that's
So
tied,
nobody.
So no victory point.
No
there.
victory points, or do we each score 1?
No, I don't think so. It's whoever has most.
Okay,
it's a
so
tie.
then it's 5 to 7 currently. We're going to talk about things, see if there's any way to move on, and we'll come right back. Don currently has 2 ATSTs left, a Scout Trooper, and a Stormtrooper unit. That's it, right?
That's it.
Okay, so with that said, we're going to call it because I just keep the 1 health. Capo back here, or Vigo, he's going to score 3 or 2 each time.
Yep.
2 points. The manuals can start running. Well, these guys can start running. Unfortunately, these guys are all so far, they won't be able to go impact the score, maybe get some long-range attacks. He also didn't kill that Vigo. He's back there hiding. This point over here will probably remain contested for the rest of the game. Would be a safe thing to say. I don't think I'll swear. I don't think his ATST can kill the 3 Mandos and Gar with shields left over there to break that contesting.
Nope.
And I don't think I'll be able to steal that from him either with the ATST there and his 2 units. But that's, again, it's going to be no point for him there, no point for him there, 1 point for me there, 3 or 2 points. So it's going to be 3 points, which will bring me up to, what, 8, 9, 10?
Yep.
And then if I could just panic one guy, which is literally just shooting your Stormtroopers twice at this point, right?
Yep.
No, it'd have to be 4 because they have major there.
That is right. Yeah.
So either kill them or shoot them. But either way,
there's
no
no victory.
real path.
There's no path to victory.
Don might be able to squeak away the extra 1 point for the more suppressed units because I just have more units that can take suppression. So at most he'll get 2 around, but with me already being up 2 points and getting 3 around, it would be over.
Minimum 3.
Yeah, minimum 3.
Easy 3.
So I think we're gonna call it there. That's fine. I know we got a comment.
Believe it or not, guys, this game does go to 12 points at some point.
Yes.
I've never seen it happen.
We can see it happen, but we don't like to do 2 things. One, we've always said this is one, and I know some of you guys are like, "Oh, play." We'd love to watch you play, but our YouTube numbers and analytics show that that's not true. The majority of you do not watch when a game's one-sided, that we start losing people, which is perfectly fine. I get it. When a game looks fully done, and I used to watch War Corgi and such back in the day, I would stop watching TV. You're like, okay, this is pretty obvious who won. Let's go watch something else. So with that said, we don't want to A, waste your time watching a game, and B, it's we film late because we have kids, so it's 1 in the morning here. So we're gonna call it just because there's no win condition for him left. Usually we don't call it till there's a no win condition stage, and there's just not. Will I kill either of these ATSTs before the game's over? Absolutely not. Will he be able to secure any other points to get the 2 points? No, there's just no way at this point that he can do it. Because if he pulled off that ATST to come try to help, or pull some units over there to try to help, my other units would start mopping up his weaker ones, which are low on health. But no, I appreciate you guys recommending the 2 factions we played. Tempest, I think a 2 ATST list of them is a better option for them.
I think so.
But everyone getting scouts is very, very
It's
nice.
really good.
It's very nice.
In this format, Scout is
and then that
his key.
Major's 3-dot for when they come out with dodges, and it's just like, I feel like it's got some fun tricks to it that I just totally forgot about.
It does. It's just everybody that's not an ATST is so squishy. Like, oh, do you want scouts? They're squishy. You want
Welcome to the Rebel Army, bro.
That's yeah, but at least the Rebel Army has a bunch of other tricks to do. I get 3 units that don't die or 2 units that don't die.
Yeah. I think the crazy shot of the game was you doing 7 wounds to a bus in one
That
go.
was really crazy.
7 crits,
And,
0 defense on my side.
It was an enjoyable thing for me to have had killed at least.
I feel
What
bad
did
about the bus.
Did I kill 2 whole units this game or 3?
You killed the bus.
I killed the bus.
And you killed a unit of Mandalorians.
And 1 unit of Mandos.
Both Black Sun had 1 health left. You just had to go finish them off.
That's still alive though.
And this Pike had 2 health left. So you were close to killing 5.
Still close.
I'm gonna call it 5.
Close? No, we can't call any unit still alive on the battlefield 5.
Okay,
Let's enjoy that the 4 red dice into 1 Black Sun didn't kill it. It's fun. It was just a fun game.
Well, so Shout Collective. I want to talk about Shout Collective for a second to finish on a high note. Gar's probably slightly better overall just because of that range 2 you want to live at more in this mode. Makes his main gun better. So I give him a little bit more positive towards the positive side in this new rule versus the old rule Legion.
I also think flamethrowers in the new world where people are going to bring big units
is very good.
They're going to make a big difference.
This was not a good list to bring it against.
No,
but still, Capo's a Capo. Nothing changed there. Pikes are Pikes. Nothing changed there. Your Black Sun are the Black Sun. I didn't miss the frags because I never got a chance to actually do anything with them. So I probably would have missed them.
I learned from you because you killed the Black Sun. That's the name of the game.
So the Mandos, the one thing I will say is I don't think you spend the points on this card anymore unless you really want to take a long shot early.
With it being stuck at range 4 and the Mandos wanting to be at range 2.
If you could have got any of those ATSTs out before I put my these ones over here, not the one over here.
Yeah.
If those were out, I could have moved up 3 then shot a rocket. That would have been a good intro turn. But it just didn't happen.
That would have, but that's a lot of points for 4 damage.
Yeah, it's max. That's if you blank and if I hit, right? And I did
4 potential damage.
So I think the Mandos are very good still in this form, if not better with that range 2 nonsense. But I don't know if you bring the rockets. The bus, I'm not going to comment on the bus because that was just a poor showing for my dice and his hot dice. And the poor bus didn't get to show off. But I think armor 5 on the bus, I think it being able to block some line of sight. I think the transport mechanism's an interesting one. I feel like transport in version 2.6 is going to be a lot like original infiltrate. What I mean by that is I feel like a lot of people you played with who are newer to the game or still learning the game or not used to infiltrate would overly use that word. They would infiltrate somewhere they're like, I'll infiltrate my, Cassian here. And then you put your units here and then all of a sudden Cassian's in a pickle and he doesn't do well and he dies. Or your Pathfinders or whoever else, CAD when he pops out, kind of like an infiltrate. Like that word I feel like people would use too much to trap.
Yeah.
I've seen ISFs Imperial Special Forces go up in flames because they got aggressive with it too. I feel like transport's the new version of that. Like you can get your unit a good amount farther than the scouting and such and then they can start with 2 full actions anywhere. But unless you have like a good terrain to like scout up into or transport into, it's kind of a little bit of a danger word.
It is.
Because they don't get to go right away. So then the other person gets to instantly respond to where you're at, move on that side of the board and take a shot. So just something to think about. Tempest, like I said,
I think Tempest, if you tweak it right, you need to get the activation count higher.
I'd be curious, and I think some of our viewers are too, so I'll try to throw some out there here eventually if Don doesn't, is the Saboteurs are an interesting upgrade now for the Scouts and for the Rebel Commandos, because they're cheaper and it's not a bomb, it's a range, 1 attack, 1 to melee?
0 to 1.
Yeah, so you can do a little bit more, they can impact into things, or they can just have more dice, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, I think the Scouts, I know you're not a huge fan of them, but I mean, they're the same, they're better offensive dice than Rebels troopers than Commandos, and they have more offensive dice in range 2 than any of the Rebel stuff does. But then the same, you still have white surge to block, so I think you just have to get used to rolling those white dice. But I think they're a good offensive potential. I think in a range 2 environment, they can really hit hard.
Yeah.
And the Sniper's always nice to have that Pierce built in, so you're throwing, 8 to whatever it is, black dice with Pierce. It's not bad.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a shot range, you can at least throw a sniper rifle in there.
Yeah.
Low profile is good. That auto just guaranteed block is nice.
Guaranteed 1 is nice.
It is nice. It is nice. We saw some swingy defense rolls in here too on the cover. Some covers did average it out the old way. Some did worse. Some did better. So you saw that
blow up with 5 or 6 on that one.
Yeah, that one. I had that one really good one. That was pretty juicy.
That was a little crazy.
But we hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to enter below. The keyword was.
If you made it all the way here, just make up another keyword.
Yeah,
and you get you get points for listening to us ramble on for 25 minutes.
Oh yeah. I've been told you guys want fireside chats. I thought about sitting me down in a chair with some hats and like a fake corncob pipe and just have Don talk to you guys for a few minutes. I thought that would be enjoyable to watch. I would enjoy watching that personally.
That's what gets Joe really excited.
That just makes me happy. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you next week.
Bye.